It is very good for you as a social media manager to have a resume, but it is essential for you to have a portfolio. Hey guys, welcome back to the Social Media Manager Bible podcast. My name is Omabalaji Ajibare and I am the social media ogre, and I'm all about teaching anyone who cares to listen how to use social media the right way. If you are a new subscriber, you probably have not seen these videos. I have talked about how to create a portfolio. I showed you an example of a portfolio. I have done things to include in your portfolio. I have showed you things that you should include in your portfolio. And also, I have explained how to create a portfolio with no experience as a social media manager. I love talking about portfolios a lot. And then there's going to be another video where I show you guys my new portfolio because I have switched things up. I don't know. I just like switching things up. In this episode, I am going to talk about building your portfolio as a social media manager. I am talking about portfolios a lot because it's portfolios that sells you and sells your services for you without you having to do too much work. That's why you need to know what to include and how to build the right portfolio for yourself as a social media manager. Make sure to grab a notepad, a pad. Make sure your ears are plugged if you're listening to me on any of the podcast platform, and let's dive right into it. Building a strong portfolio as a social media manager is crucial for showcasing what your skills are, your experience level, and the results that you have achieved for the clients that you've worked with. A well curated or a well crafted portfolio acts as a visual and strategic representation of your expertise as a social media manager, making it easier for potential clients or employees to actually understand how you can help them meet their goals, especially the social media goals that aligns with their business goals. Now, how do you actually build an effective portfolio or a very great portfolio that people will not refuse? Number one, you need to understand the purpose of your portfolio. Before I dive into the specifics of what should be in your portfolio, it is very important for you to recognize what your portfolio is meant to do. Your portfolio is meant to showcase your skills. It's meant to demonstrate your social media management abilities like content creation, graphic design, content editing, video editing, caption writing. You're supposed to highlight your experience. Part of your resume should be in your portfolio, like provide evidence of your past work, the campaigns you ran, the collaborations you did, the brands or niches you work with. It's supposed to prove the results. That's why you need to include case studies, which I'm still going to talk about. It shows how you've impacted your clients, the things you've done, how you've been able to grow their engagement rate, grow their follower growth, how you were able to generate leads for them, and also establishes your credibility. If you position yourself as an expert, your portfolio helps you to establish that credibility as an authority in the social media management niche. Number two, you need to decide what type of portfolio you want to create. There are different types of portfolios that exist. Is it a website portfolio you want to create? Is it a PDF portfolio? Is it a social media portfolio? Or is it a slide deck or presentation portfolio? Now, website portfolios are the common ones. A lot of people use WordPress. A lot of people use Canva websites. A lot of people use Wix to actually create their portfolio. So you can use that to create your portfolio. For me, I use the Canva website connected to my own domain because I have my own website domain to create my own portfolio. You can also do PDF portfolios. PDF portfolios, if you're just starting out, you don't want to invest in the website, there are different Canva PDF portfolio templates that you can create or you can use to start out and edit and create a PDF portfolio. A social media portfolio is what most graphic designers use, and you as a social media manager can also do that. So you can showcase your work on your social media platform, whether it's Instagram, whether it's TikTok, whether it's LinkedIn, or whether it's Twitter or Threads. Then there's also the slide deck portfolio. So some clients prefer if you use something simple because a lot of clients, they don't understand the techie stuff. So you can use PowerPoint or Google Slides to actually create your portfolio, and you can create a visually appealing deck, PowerPoint presentation, make it visually appealing and quite interactive to create your portfolio. So you get to decide what type of portfolio you want to create. Number three, there are key sections to include in your portfolio. Every single portfolio must have these key sections. If you don't have these key sections in your portfolio, no matter what type of portfolio you choose to have, there are some key sections you need to include in your portfolio. Section number 1, the about me or the introduction part. You want to start your portfolio with a brief introduction of who you are. They don't know who you are. You're just sending them your portfolio. So you need to introduce yourself, your background, the area of your expertise. You need to be clear about what sets you apart from all other social media managers. If you have a niche, if maybe you're in a beauty niche, you're in the tech niche, you need to be clear about it in your about me section. Brag about yourself. Brag about yourself, but don't lie. What I would say is, in this section, make sure you keep it concise and make sure it is impactful. This section should be able to establish your credibility within a few minutes of them reading your portfolio and make clients interested in going through the other parts of your portfolio, because this is the first page of your portfolio. The second part you want to include, this is if you're a freelancer, you're not applying for a job. If you're applying for a job, please keep this part in your portfolio. But if you're a freelancer and you want to apply to pitch to a client, you can include this. But if you're applying for a job, don't put this part. Is the services that you offer. Now, you want to clearly outline the services you offer in your portfolio as a freelance social media manager. These services might include social media development, content creation, community management, social media engagement, analytics and reporting, blah, blah, blah. You know the T. If you don't know the T, go and find out about it. When you specify these services, you give the potential clients, the person that is reading it, an idea of what they can hire you for. So they don't know what it is that they can hire you for. That's why they have your portfolio. So make sure you emphasize any unique services that can set you apart from all other social media managers or all other portfolios that they are seeing. The third section you want to make sure that you include is case studies. Case studies are the art of your portfolio. This is the juice. This is the juice of your portfolio. You know when you have an orange, right? And then you peel the layers and then you start sucking it. What you're sucking is the juice. The case study is the juice of your portfolio that used to suck your client in and make them know, okay, you know what? I want to hire Balaji as a social media manager that will manage my brand or my business. Now, the case studies show your potential clients not just what you've done, but the results that you've been able to achieve. That's why you need to know what kind of case studies to put there. Now, what does a good case study consist of? Number 1, a good case study consists of, number 1, the client or the brand overview. You need to briefly describe who the client is or who the client was and what industry they are in. Secondly, you need to talk about the objectives. What were the client's goals? What were they looking for when they brought you on? For example, did they want to grow their audience? Did they want to increase their engagement? Or did they want you to generate more leads? The next thing you want to do is explain the strategy. You need to explain the steps that took you to achieve the client's goals. You want to include details about the platforms used, the content created, the specific strategies that you implemented, like maybe hashtags, maybe paid ads, so and so forth. Then you also want to show results. Show the numbers, show the metrics. Some people just write out the metrics, but if you can get screenshots, that's why I tell you as a social media manager, screenshots should be your best friend while you're working with the account. But make sure you've not signed an NDA before you take screenshots. So if you sign an NDA, that means the client does not want you to use the back end of what you're seeing in your portfolio. Make sure you ask for permission before you take screenshots. A lot of people don't do that and you can get sued. You can lose a lot of money if they ever find out that that's what you're submitting or you're putting their analytics after you signed an NDA. So make sure you read through whatever contract you're signing. Results. You want to show the metrics that reflect your success. These can include the follower growth, the engagement rate you were able to get, if you were able to increase website traffic, that's the lead generation, whatever possible numbers that you can show, please show it. Make sure you use before and after screenshots to illustrate your impact. It's always good when you start managing a client's account, take screenshots. Screenshots should be your best friend. I know a lot of you are be like, oh, I don't have space on my phone. That's why you have Google Drive. That's why you have Dropbox. That's why you have iCloud. Make sure you store it there. Another section under your portfolio is the client's testimonials. I'm going to make a video or podcast episode about how to ask for testimonial because I noticed that a lot of people find it hard to get testimonials for their clients or they even just forget it generally. Now, testimonials are a powerful way to actually build trust. You can reach out to past clients and ask for short statements about their experience with working with you. Be sure to focus on clients who have seen measurable success through your efforts. You don't have to ask testimonials from everybody. Make sure to include their name, their position, and the company they work for. If you can include pictures for credibility, it works. Video testimonials are good. And you can also tell them to give you reviews on LinkedIn. It just cements the fact that this person is credible. The number 5 thing you need to include is samples of your work. Now, in addition to case studies, you need to include visual examples of the things that you've been able to do, like Instagram posts, Instagram reels, Instagram stories, TikTok posts, YouTube video thumbnails that you designed, LinkedIn posts, Facebook ads campaign, and so on and so forth. Provide a variety of content types that you've done. If you wrote emails, blog posts, make sure you take screenshots of it. You can link them if they still exist. If they don't exist, make sure you have screenshots of it and attach it in your portfolio. The last key section that is very, very important for you to have in your portfolio is analytics and reporting. Data-driven results are key to providing your value as a social media manager to anybody that is reading your portfolio. Make sure to include examples of reports that you've provided to your clients. You've created the report, so you should have it. So you can link the report so that they can click the link and they can go and view it and see that, okay, you are able to create this kind of very robust report. I'm going to show you an example of it when I'm showing you my new portfolio, because trust me, it is amazing. Now, you can include screenshots of reports from analytics tools like Instagram Insights, Facebook Analytics, or Google Analytics. Just make sure you show them, because it shows that you know how to report analytics. It's not just to post. You're not a social media poster, you're a social media manager. How do you build a strong portfolio? The next thing is you need to create a strong personal brand. I have said it before, and I think I recorded a video about how to create a strong personal brand as a social media manager. Your portfolio should reflect your personal brand as a social media manager. This means that ensuring that your visuals, your tone of voice, your messaging are consistent across all the social media platforms you are on. You need to consider your design. Your design, don't be like me that changes color every time. But even though I change color from today till next year, people know that my tone of voice is still the same. Your tone of voice, your logo, and your branding and your limits. Since I created the logo, I've not changed it. I love my logo and I'm going to be using it for a very, 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 very long time. Now, number 5, you want to showcase both freelance and in-house experience. That's if you have both. But if you don't have both, it's fine. But if you have both, like me, I used to showcase in-house experience and my freelance experience. If you worked as a freelancer, it's good. If you worked as an in-house social media manager, it's good. It just cements that you've worked in 2 terrains, and it gives you an edge over other social media managers that either just being in-house social media managers or just being freelance social media managers. Now, you also want to incorporate personal projects. Yes, you've worked for the clients, but have you worked on your own personal projects? Like, if you are just starting out and you don't have clients right now, this is where you want to brag about what you've done. You need to create dummy accounts. Maybe I'm going to make a separate podcast episode about what you need to do when you're creating a dummy account. Create a dummy account, pick any niche of your choice and curate content and do everything you do for a client with that dummy account and put those results in your portfolio. Make sure you keep your portfolio updated. Your portfolio should be a living being, a living document that evolves with your career. As you take on new clients, run more campaigns, or achieve notable results, you should be updating your portfolio. Remove some old results, put in new ones. You don't need to be using the same portfolio every single time. Make sure you always set a reminder and review your portfolio every 3 to 6 months. Make sure you're switching the projects in your portfolio, because trust me, social media is changing. Screenshots are changing. The interface of Instagram has changed a whole lot. So make sure that you're reviewing your portfolio every 3 to 6 months. Good. Now you can promote your portfolio. You can promote your portfolio on LinkedIn. You can promote it on Instagram. You can promote it on TikTok. Make reels and be like, showcase your portfolio. Brag about yourself. Promote yourself. Carry yourself, your product, your services, carry your whatever you do, put it on your head like you're hawking bread. Do it like that. So once your portfolio is ready, make sure it is visible. Share it across all your social media platforms. Include it in your email signature. We're going to maybe talk about how to create an email signature. There's so many topics that I'm seeing that as I'm talking, I'm like, maybe I need to create this. Maybe I need to create that. I must not forget to create it. In case I forget, you guys should remind me in the comment section. If you have a website, make sure you feature your portfolio permanently so that potential clients can easily access it. Building a strong portfolio as a social media manager is more than just showcasing your skills. It is a way to establish your credibility, attract potential clients, and prove the value that you bring to the table. You know, people say, I don't just bring the table. I am the table. Be the table with your portfolio. And we have come to the end of today's podcast episode. Don't worry, I'm going to show you guys how my new portfolio looks like. And I'm also going to sell the template for those that are too lazy to actually create their own from scratch, or you are inspired. Just watch out for that video. It's coming soon, probably before the end of the year. Yes, it should be before the end of the year. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, if this is your first time here, if you watch my videos and you have not subscribed, I don't know why you have not subscribed. Make sure to subscribe, click the notification bell, turn on notifications so that you never miss out on when I drop a new video, because a lot of you watch videos late. Don't miss out, because it might be useful for you at that particular time. I'm talking too much, but yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. Leave a comment. Leave a comment. It's very important. Just say thank you. Thank you. I learned something new. And if you're listening to me on any of the podcast platforms, don't forget to follow. Don't forget to rate this podcast. I know you can leave questions and comments on Spotify, so make sure to do that. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.